the Dark Master. How you doing, guys?
I mean, your vast evil holiness. I'm terribly sorry we failed on your quest. Could you remind us what it was supposed to be again?
To get me a cup of tea.
Right. Oh yes. From where did you request that?
I don't know, really. Any place that serves good tea. I'm new to the area, and so, don't really know.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we first of all, Dark Master, we got together, the three of us, and we thought, you know what? Dark Master wants a cup of tea, but we could do better than that. We could get him the most darkest tea in all the land.
Tea?
That's right. Black as night, filled with evil energies to power your dark magic. So we went into the Dark Dungeon.
The Dark Dungeon?
That's right, Master.
That is the place where the best teas are found.
It is.
So what happened in the Dark Dungeon, you worthless shit?
Well, we ran into some problems in the Dark Dungeon. Would either of you like to elaborate?
Well, the first problem was...
Hold on.
Yeah.
What's with that voice?
Well, I'm not the brightest of minions, but physically I'm quite intimidating. So normally it's not a problem because I just smash it. The problem is we came across the door.
The door?
The door at the beginning, and it's a talking door. And so we had to...
What did it ask you?
Well, it asked us what our password was.
Oh, yeah.
So we tried password 1, password just all lowercase.
Oh, you tried to brute force it, 1, 2, 3, 8.
Well, like I said, I'm not the smartest of minions, but normally I just keep smashing it till it works. And Duncan said he knew the password, so we tried a third and final time, and we got locked out because it was wrong.
Oh, shit. Well, what's your excuse then, Smells?
Yes, well, I read the password on a sheet of paper that Lewis provided me with. It said the password to the door at the top, and then it said the word whirlwind. So I thought that must be the password. So what was that then?
Well, yes, Dark Master, of course, I am the brains of the operation. We have the brawn here, and we have the arse of the operation here.
He just called you an arse.
He did, didn't he, sir?
Every mission needs a strong arse. Anyway, we captured these expendable troops on the way to the Dark Door, and I was strangling one of them, and I said, what's the password to the door, in case we get into a door, and he said, the password's whirlwind. So I assumed it would be whirlwind, and that was what I passed on to Duncan.
But that sounds legit, so what went wrong?
Well, it didn't work. I think Duncan must have typed it in wrong.
No. That's a bit vague. That's a bit vague, you little shit.
What do you mean? What do you mean, sir? I'm terribly embarrassed about this.
I'm giving you a withering stare.
Anyway, well, come on.
I think the issue was my Dark Lord, Darkest of Lords, is that the soldier, what Lewis was strangling was actually the Eastern Warlock.
No!
And basically, I think he fed us some misinformation. Now, the problem is, I'm not the brightest of fellows.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, mate.
No, but I'm not. So, in hindsight, yeah, I could see there was a problem. At the time, I thought Lewis was doing a good job. Meanwhile, the arse was sat on his arse, doing nothing. And, I think at least we were trying. Whereas he was doing chill.
Well, weren't you doing anything, mate?
I in fact was doing something. I went and got the 1,000 tentacle monster, and I got him to chase me towards the door, and then I quickly dove out the way, and it blasted through, and that gave us access, in fact, to the dark dungeon.
Way better than a password, isn't it?
Well, I think the problem there is he's a big Lord of the Rings fan. He was trying to recreate the scene.
Yes, it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
Did you try the password melon?
I did, but we locked ourselves out at that point because it's overused 2 of the false ones.
Well, no, in my defence, I am not the smartest.
Seems to be. In any case, sir, we walked in and we encountered the first of our terrible tragic events.
What? What are you even saying?
There was a huge guard by the name, I can't remember his name.
His name was the Puppy.
That's right. They call him the Puppy because he's a huge guard, very ferocious.
You two are quite small, but what did he do? You had a big one.
Well, I do have a big one, sir. Thank you for saying that. The problem is...
What? Bigger than me? Is that what you're saying?
No, sir, no. I'm not the smartest of minions, and so sometimes I get my words wrong. But the issue is the puppy was stood against a dampish wall that had caused mould and moss to grow on the ground around it, and I slipped up. I think it was the mould. I may have been pushed.
All right, slow down. This isn't Cowboy Traders, all right? Stop trying to sell me on mould.
But if
You know what you need
if
to
you used
fix
some
that?
HG mould remover, then that would have cleaned up. That would be gone. You know, spray it 5 minutes, wash it off, let it dry. You won't see that mould come back.
That sounds legit.
Plus,
It is.
replace the nails. Job done. No problem.
So what was the problem?
I think again the ass here was just
Holding us up.
Holding us up. It's a narrow space. We got the puppy in front of us, mossy cobblestones beneath us, and the ass is just keeping it slow.
Why were you holding him up, arse?
I wasn't holding him up. What?
What happened to your
Instantly,
voice?
instantly. Get a
He
chance.
didn't even say it. What? Seeds? Duncan?
Well, you have to see it from my point of view, Master.
I've been trying to.
Great
These
Master.
guys have been telling a story. And you've not been filling the gaps.
He had already said that we were in a narrow passageway. He was at the front. I couldn't go past him. There was nothing I could do.
Listen,
Nincompoops.
this is all irrelevant, Master. I cleverly dealt with the huge guard. I tricked him, he fell down a trap, and we moved on into the dark dungeon. We encountered the Iron Man. Tell me about the Iron Man, Duncan.
Well, he had gigantic hairballs.
That's right, and we
Yes.
took him down, and we moved on, and we got to the darkest depths of the dungeon, where the most monstrous monster was. And I thought that even he would be too much of a threat for your powers, which you'd lent me, of course, powerful powers.
Put him back, mind.
But I could almost take the most evil, monstrous monster with your powers, but he was very monstrous indeed. And then you stepped up and fucked it all up.
Why did you fuck it up?
Well, they tell you not to. My voice broke a bit there. The problem is last night I was in the tavern with my minion accomplices,
Drinking dwarvish beer.
drinking some dwarvish beer, and
Drinking before a mission?
Well, even worse, sir. I was seduced by the Catwoman, and as everyone knows, before a big game, the last thing you should do
You sleep with a Catwoman,
is sleep with a Catwoman.
Did she show you her fetid passage?
I enjoyed the fetid passage. It was a window to another world.
I was a silent observer of this whole thing.
But the thing is, you see, I think that this woman was sent by Duncan, who is a slimy servant, who is trying to make sure that I was not up to full match strength, and thusly struggled against.
Did you send a Catwoman?
No. Let me tell you what happened here. Oh, God. I saw this. I saw Lewis in the tavern talking to this Catwoman before she went up to old Turt's room. And Lewis had his magic staff out, and I think he possessed her. He possessed the girl, and then sent him up to old Turp's here. And it wasn't nothing to do with me. I was nothing to do with it. I was just watching.
You've been watching all this time, haven't you, Smiles?
Well, it's a good thing to watch.
I'm afraid, Dark Overlord, that I think one of your minions is actually a liar, a betrayer, an untruth
One of you is a
sayer.
betrayer?
It is the arse of the operation. He told me about how he came from an ancient place, and
He
how
told me he came from a dark manor.
he'd been
the
reading
same
some
place.
sort of sexual howling book about 50 stories, and I think that he is actually a scarecrow.
Are you a scarecrow?
I'm crazy accusation. No.
Defend yourself.
I'm not a scarecrow.
So what are you?
Let me tell you, it was a cold night.
No, what are you?
The snow was falling.
No, what are you?
Well, I'm a minion.
But you're a guard.
What sort of minion?
What sort of minion?
I'm a minion of the sun.
Oh, he's the sun.
Praise the sun.
Praise the sun.
And
That sounds very friendly.
It sounds very good indeed.
These guys are right.
no.
Sun's really good.
I'm not the smartest of minions, sir, but the sun
No,
does
the
sound
sun
quite nice.
is merely a group of people who worship gold. And that's why I've got you so much gold in the past, Master.
That's right, he has got me a lot of gold. So which one of these two should the hammer come
Well, you
down
see,
on?
I mean, Turp's here made a lot of mistakes, but he's an oaf, he's just the muscle. You shouldn't...
You can't get angry at me, so I'm not the smartest.
He's not the smartest knife in the drawer. This guy, he's the brains of the operation, and it failed. So surely, the team leader should be the one who takes the blame.
I worked my hardest to get you a cup of tea for all through this journey. I had to work with the Gormth, of course, the flesh golem here, the man. I had to work with this arse from his temple in ruins, and I borrowed your crystal ball, Master. I looked in it.
Hold on. You borrowed my crystal ball?
That's right. And if you look in the crystal ball too, Master, you will see who is the real cheat here. And it is Duncan.
You just admitted to stealing your crystal ball,
At the moment,
sir.
it looks like, Brainsy old boy, you're trying to steal my position as top notch. Stealing my crystal ball? No. I'm going to ask you all a question. What is my favourite tea?
Well, I'm not the smartest minion, sir, but I believe it's the tea from the banks of the Placid River.
No, it's clearly the tea from the delicious Orcish Bay Wild Island.
No, sir. The tea you are looking for, of course, is the most expensive and comes in little parchment baggies and it's very expensive and exclusive.
Did I mention the tea was boiled by a dragon?
I had to use a map to find the tea on a flying ship. And honestly, I looked everywhere, but I will get some for you next time, Master. I promise I won't fail you again, Master. Please.
You're right of luck, my son. And you're out of cards. Go on. Off to the Edmund View.
Shit.
I'm not the smartest of minions, sir, but I think you made the right choice.
All right, who hasn't been an Overlord yet?
Me.
Duncan.
All right, Duncan, you're up.
I am the Dark Overlord. Now, minions, did you complete my mission?
I'm afraid we didn't, great darkest of dark masters.
You were supposed to collect the Horodric Cube.
There's quite a foul taint. But you see, sir, we struck out forward to find the Horodric Cube. But sadly, it was guarded by a dragon.
Yes, of course it was.
And that was okay, because we had a dragon slayer with us.
Aye, sir. I'm a dragon slayer at your service. I killed the dragon and took its skull, and here it is for you as a reward, sir.
So what was the issue here?
Well, the Horodric Cube was much more difficult than the dragon, it turns out. First of all, we'd gone to the wrong place.
Oh.
And
We were given the wrong sort of dragon.
Why did you go to the wrong place, Dragon Slayer?
I merely slay animals, creatures, monsters, dragons, anything. you
Whose
name
fault
it.
was it that you went to
It
the
was
wrong
our-
place?
Cartographer!
It was our guide.
Oh, I see. The cartographer.
Master, no, I was reading the map, but I had the sun in my eyes. Oh, it's so blinding. It was so bad. I could not see where I was going. And I said, hey, Tubbs, put your hand up so I can see. And he was like, no, I will not do that. And that's why it is his fault.
Don't you have a hand too?
I was reading the map. I have 2 hands. I am not like that weird beast with 6 hands.
He hasn't got 6 hands.
Well, technically, it's 2 hands and 4 feet. But I see the confusion. The issue is the sun was not in the eyes, but in the lantern. For I had cast a spell to capture the light of the sun into a lantern, but it was too great a power. So we were in a scenario where it kind of fucked up a little bit. But the cartographer's map was completely wrong.
No, he is a shitty wizard. He tried to get the sun. Instead, he made it snow.
I'm getting conflicting reports here.
I think you need to do a withering stare on someone.
I don't know. I think both of you
Oh my god.
have fucked up. I mean, I don't know who to trust, so I'm going to
Master.
wither you both.
Sir, I would like to point suspicion towards the dull-witted warrior here.
Oh, yes.
Aye,
He
master.
seems to have been awfully absent at
While
this exchange.
these two were fiddling around with a map, I discovered that the Horodric Cube was located towards the ancient tree and set off.
On your own?
Aye, I did.
You want all the glory for yourself?
No, I left a note for these two.
Why
so
did
when
you
they
fail?
stopped bickering, Master, I thought that I could capture the cube on my own. My ambition.
And did you? No!
Master.
Sir, once we found our way to the correct place, in place of a dragon, there was a mad scientist.
I killed him immediately. And then the Black Knight emerged, and I killed him.
The problem is, these gentlemen had information that we needed.
And you just
There
killed
was a
them?
strange lightning machine.
It's not my fault, Master. You've programmed me this way. I've been
Are
programmed.
you blaming me?
It's the wrong one, sir. It's meant to be a 2. No, that's the
Wait, hang on.
This mad scientist contraption made a window to another world, within which we believe the Horodric Cube lay.
Sounds sensible.
Master, but it was inside the ill-famed district. You know this. It's a very, very dangerous place. And the Dragon Slayer, he fell into a bottle.
A what?
A bottle.
A portal. A portal or a pothole?
Pothole.
It was a pothole that contained a portal at the bottom of it.
Goodness.
It led us down the path. Sadly, it was the wrong path. And we came across the Merculage, which was a horrid, evil chest tomb creature. And that creature led us to an annoying insect.
Where is this going?
Sir, it appears it was a stupefying object, and I lost all control of my faculties. I lay there quivering on the floor in my own urine.
I'm gonna give you a withering stare.
That's the wrong one again, sir, but I appreciate that. I deserve it nonetheless.
Listen, our adventure took us far and wide across the realms of land all over the place. We met up with many characters, but finally I read on a stone idol that the Horodric Cube was located over the next valley. But I was prevented from doing so by the cartographer going and having an affair with the wicked elf.
Is this true? Did you have an affair with Wicked Elf stopping you from finding my cube?
No, it is not true. He is lying. He is trying to cast blame on me because the truth is he slayed the dragon. But you know what dragons like? They like gold. And so does he. He was knee-deep in gold. And he was confused. And
So
now
you
he is
took all the
blaming me.
dragon's gold and tried to keep it for yourself and had an affair with the Wicked Elf yourself, maybe?
No!
Is that what happened?
No, Master, nothing like
What happened
that.
then?
Nothing. I put all the gold in his satchel for safekeeping and he spent it.
No.
He spent it at the dull goblin. It was a trick.
No,
and he
it-
sold him some magic beans that he
No,
told us
magic
would be
beans,
great.
no.
Do you have these magic beans still?
No, it was a treacherous
What happened
dealer.
to them?
He tricked me out of the magic beans.
What the fuck?
What are you saying?
So you traded the dull goblin for magic beans and then you traded the magic beans?
For what?
Away?
What did you trade them for?
I traded them for a one-way ticket to the wild island to see
Did
the
you
pleasurable
go?
ox. I did.
Was it good?
It was
I've
fantastic.
heard it's very good.
I know that you like
I'll give you a
wild.
withering stare.
Oh, master, you are too kind. But I knew you liked the babe, so I was going to take a picture. But Louis, again, on the ferry over there, he dropped the psychobomb fart.
Again.
And we had to turn around because it was so stinky.
I have to...
That's true, your bowels that stinky.
Master, they're as stinky as your lair. I work hard
How dare you!
Oh, shit.
Master, how about we just go for a good drink and call it a day?
I'm up for that, let's go.
Good.
This guy's getting killed.
Oh, he
Before or after the drink?
Before.
Oh, nemesing.
Right, well, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you all next time.
this game.
Bye.
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 We cannot.
You what?
I almost said. You cannot kill a pig. Sorry.
You said
God, that would have been awful if I said that, wouldn't it? Goodness,
you
I almost
didn't.
said the C word, which is.